Open your TVG wagering account now and get a 50% match bonus. Make your first deposit through a preferred deposit method, such as TVG BetCash, Green Dot Money Pack, or wire transfer, and bet to get half credited back into your account. Go to TVG.com or call 1-888-PLAY-TVG.
Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak, and this is the video race of the week. Actually this week it's sunny and 70s here in Louisiana, so we're going to shoot this one outside. Nice weather for February. But this week's feature race is going to be on February 25th for Saturday. That'll be the 11th race from Fairgrounds. That's the Grade 2 Risen Star Stakes. It's for 3-year-olds, and they're going to be traveling 1 mile and a 16th on the main track. We have an 11-horse field. Now we have 2 coupled entries in here. The first coupled entry, Mr. Bowling and Mark Valesky, and then the other coupled entry is going to be Adina's Chance and Hero of Order. Now your morning line favorite is going to be tough to beat in here, El Padrino. It's 4 lifetime starts, 2 wins, a second and a third. As a 2-year-old, he finished 3rd in the Remsen Stakes, and then he made his 3-year-old debut in an allowance race at Gulfstream Park. He was an impressive winner over Take Charge Indy. He earned a 100-buyer speed figure for that effort. But that was a wet track, and his big maiden win was also on a wet track. Now the Remsen Stakes was a fast track, so his 2 best figures have been on wet footing, and we'll have to see how he handles a fast track. It's supposed to be sunny and in the 50s in New Orleans on Saturday, so expect it to be a fast track, fast and firm for Saturday. But El Padrino does look tough, and he's the fastest horse in this race. He should get the job done in here and get some nice graded earnings. Now a lot of the horses, I think 6 of them ran in the Lecomte Stakes at Fairgrounds. That's the local prep for this race, but it didn't come back strong at all. The number came back weak. Mr. Bowling, Z-Dagger, and Shared Property were the 1, 2, 3 finishers. So I'm just going to toss every horse that ran in the Lecomte because the number came back weak. So I mentioned that El Padrino is going to be the one to beat. Now a price horse in here that I think has a decent shot, a Ford, he's going to break down from the inside. He started his career sprinting, then they stretched him out last time at the Fairgrounds, Optional Claiming Company on February 9th, and he was able to get up and win that race. He earned a nice late pace rating. Now he figured to be a good route horse. The sire Street Sense was the Kentucky Derby winner. Also, he is out of an Unbridled mare, and Unbridled also won the Kentucky Derby in the past. So he's with Street Sense and Unbridled, he was bred to route. He proved he could get a route of ground last time. He's going to save all the ground. Other than El Padrino, this race seems wide open, and I think that a Ford can run a big race here at a decent price. Optimizer's going to ship in for Wayne Lucas. He's been running in some stakes races. He ran in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile and some other races, but he seems better on turf and synthetic, so I'll try to beat that one as well. This is how I suggest playing this race. We're going to make a $10 win bet on a Ford, my live long shot, and then we're going to play exactas. We're going to play an $18 exacta. We're going to put El Padrino on top of a Ford, and then we're going to come back and we're going to play a $5 exacta with a Ford on top of El Padrino, and then a $1 trifecta. El Padrino on top, all in second, and a Ford in third. That $1 trifecta will cost $9. Total wager, the win, the exactas, and the trifectas of $40. Now, if you go over to HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com, you can see my written analysis of this race and all of the Kentucky Derby preps. I write all the analysis and wagering strategies over at HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com. I also grade the Kentucky Derby preps. After they run, I review them and give them a grade of between A and D. And then also I have my Kentucky Derby top 10 list over there. So go over to HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com for all of the Kentucky Derby analysis and top 10 lists. If you go over to HorseRacingNation.com, you can see the top 100 Kentucky Derby contenders, and then you can rate your favorite. You can see all of the video replays, breeders, breeding, and all kinds of information for the Kentucky Derby 2012. And if you go over to DerbyWars.com, the Risen Star Stakes will be on there this weekend as one of the races we're using, was one of the tournaments. And then on Sunday, the Fountain of Youth Stakes will almost certainly be involved in Derby Wars contests, and Mike Schutte is going to be doing a video for the Fountain of Youth Stakes. And that'll wrap up this week's video race of the week. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak. Good luck at the races.